Hello, this is the trip report. So, 30 grams. 30 grams is pretty wild. Alright. I was yawning a lot. Alright. It turned me whole inside out. But these are shamanic doses. Alright. And the thing about it is that they sound like a lot. They sound like a lot. 30 grams. But it's really kind of not. Honestly. And I'm not saying that like, oh, I could take more, and that was nothing. I shouldn't say nothing, because everything is nothing. Because nothing's not nothing, so therefore it's not nothing. So it's everything. Anyway, that's a whole different. So, really, it's maturity. And us humans, we have spiritual disease, and we have these blockages that we don't know about. And certain people, are able to connect with the psychedelic and really, I think all of us are, honestly. See, the thing about, the psychonaut and the shaman and these this is self-initiated things. These are things you're doing to contact the divine, contact consciousness, contact you, pretty much. So, like when you smoke DMT, you're going straight to the source. But it's like a mirror, if you think about it. It's a mirror. Because, it's cause and effect, it's karma. It's these laws abide by nature, like, is you are what you put out. You know what I'm saying? You are what you think. You are how you are, you know? And so the thing about it is that for me, I need people to come and contact me about their, you know, psyche issues. Because here's the thing, I'm not saying I could solve everyone's issues or, you know what I'm saying, but like, I'm taking 30 grams. I just took 7 grams, 3 tabs, not long ago. And every time I do this, I always ask myself, why am I doing this? I always ask myself, I don't think I want to do this again. And then I fucking break through, and I'm like, all right, I see why I'm doing this. And I don't know why I ask myself that. And I know I'm gonna be fine. So why do I ask myself, am I gonna be okay? But it's like, I'm learning myself that this is the reason I'm doing the psychedelic, is because I'm able to connect with it and learn about myself, and get rid of these psyche issues, because I see other people and their problems and what they're saying and what they got going on, and I see how I see myself through them, because they're talking like this. They're like, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm like this. I think like this. I don't talk like that. They're talking to me like this. So that must mean that how I respond back, I could lead them to say what they want, what I want them to say next. And I guess that's off topic, but this is, I guess, information that I received from the 30. And my dog's barking. So I learned that really what they do, the mushroom, is pushes everything out to the surface. It just, because it's all in your subconscious mind. And the thing about us humans is that we're going about our day unconsciously with these sorts of issues and problems. And the thing about the mushroom is that it goes with everything. So if you're a carpenter, take fucking build up your mushrooms. You become a strong man. You get strong, and you start being physically strong. Once when you're mentally. You start thinking positively, feeling the flow. and you start stretching, you start being, But the thing is that, like, it's different for everybody, because the thing about it is that we are all under this mask, per se. We are God, like, everyone is consciousness. Everything is consciousness. It's all through one. And I say that because I have done this enough to see the oneness in myself, and that's why I am the brainless one. And so I didn't choose this. That's the thing about it, is that I am here for you guys. As much as I'm here for me, I depend on you. And just as you are there for you, you depend on us. The awakening is all. The awakening is us. It's everybody. We're all rising together. And so the sooner we rise together and come in contact with soul, come in contact with consciousness, with divinity, you start understanding. Omnism, if I said that correctly, yeah, it's the belief in all religions and all practices. Because it's all through love. Literally everything is all through love, and there's nothing else. And with love, there's, because if you have love within you and feel the love and have it, then there's nothing else to worry about. There's nothing else to think about. And when you do think about these other things, just understand that we humans like to get caught in loops. And really, to break the loops is to understand that you have thoughts and that you're conscious of what comes up, just like when you sit there and meditate, pretty much when you eat 30 grams, you're so high up, all you have to do is like, all right, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Like, like I told my girlfriend that, like, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And like, because you can't go to sleep because you're already asleep. Because here's the thing, that's why it's called the awakening, right? Because we're asleep. But then the awakening is the part to realize that we're asleep. And when you realize that we're asleep, that is the awakening. And when you have awakened, then it's no turning back. And pretty much what could happen is that I could just keep eating and eating, and I could just tell you guys the information. Or you could just go through the experience yourself. Because I could tell you everything all day long, but like at the end of the day, it's like, who am I to say anything about it? Because I believe nothing. Because everything else just leaves you in thoughts. So what I do know is what I'm good at. What I do know is how I can connect with myself and consciousness. What I do know is what I have to bring to you and to me and to us. Because it's we, And the thing about the mushroom is that, our egos it's like an iceberg, and you have the super ego, the ID, and the ego. It breaks down, the water goes down, and you get to see the tip of the iceberg. And so that's what literally mushrooms is. You have this filter as a human, your ego. And when you break down the ego, you lose that filter and you get to see things more clearly. And when you see things more clearly, you're able to, confidently provide a strategy for yourself with everything. Because you set yourself up so when anything happens, you already know. Because you have the divinity within you that connects with your intuition, it's consciousness, it's your gut feeling, it's your mind, it's, you know what I'm saying? The external is the internal. So back to the 30, I was with my brother my girlfriend, and it was a super moon, and I was totally turning this out. I was yawning like I never yawned before. Like just kept yawning, you know, just kept going, just kept going. But it's the thing about it is like it's a lot of personal stuff too, and it's like I had to build up to it and kind of gain the experience for that. So it's like to kind of give too much information is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because like I had to earn it, and it's not me being selfish really, but it's just like, you know, some things are better for you to see for yourself. So then you can come and be like, oh wow, I see what he's talking about, you know. Because the thing about it is that it's under the collective conscious and the personal unconscious, you know. And like the collective unconscious, man, you got motherfuckers saying the same thing, but they never talk to each other. Then they come into contact and they're like, yeah, I had the same experience. Like, you know, fucking amazing. But the 30 grams, man, like the visuals were insane. I was able to bend, just, I was able to move it. Not too much, though. Not too much, but I was able to move everything. I felt so aligned with my feminine and my masculine sides. You could just feel the flow in your whole body. It's totally detoxing. It's like one of the greatest things I've ever done. And like I just want to fucking eat 50, eat 60. And the thing about it is that there's nothing to be scared of. But you know what's funny is like every time I do it, I'm like, am I gonna be okay? It's stupid, right? That's why I'm dedubbing this one. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's a calling, you know? Because, you know, it's hard eating fucking 30 grams. That's fucking 30 grams. You gotta, you know, like, you wanna eat all that? You gotta build all that. And then I did a 10th strip. Let's do the 10th strip. I talk about the 10th strip. 10th strip is wild. I believe that it's about the macro doses, guys. It's about the macro doses. Because if you're doing little doses all the time, you're not doing much. You know what I'm saying? You're not breaking your barriers because you're just doing a little bit every time. And you're like, oh yeah, like I done it. Yeah, like oh I done it. Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. You know, like if you know that, then you know. The thing about macrodoses is that they just hit the fucking spot. But the thing about low doses, is that I need low doses so I can move and control it. But if it's too low, like I just get irritated because I'm halfway. Like I'm not like breaking through, so I just stay at this low place, you know. Because what it is that it acts on it. You go to the frequency of how much you take, and you know what I'm saying. So then once when you take other things, your frequency gets, you know, played with. But that's why we have to meditate and come in contact with, you know, certain people, come in contact with certain things we're passionate about, certain things that we can think about. And the one of the greatest things about this is that you can take the 30 grams, or you know, you have housewives taking 30 grams. You have many people, this is like taking up, you know. It's not anything to be afraid of, because you can eat up to your body weight, you know. But I'm sure some know that, I'm sure some don't. um but yeah, the 10 strip, I thought I was not gonna be okay too. But then all of a sudden I broke through and I was like,